Hello friends, it's Jordan again and welcome back to Freshenstadt, where today we're going to be reviewing another LEGO City train set. Today's video being the red passenger train from 2010, set number 7938. And there are a couple of differences compared to this set and the high-speed passenger train set that I reviewed for the very first set review. Also, first of all, there is no box for this set. This is because it is one of two second-hand trains we have in our collection, and it was our 6th train overall. So we've had this train now for over 4 years, despite it being at least 15 years old. And this was the very first passenger train I saw when I was with my friends doing our little model railway club in Germany, together with the yellow cargo train set 7939, which Fitzherbert is going to review in the next video. Enough of that. I am going to, as usual, go through detailed analysis of the set, and then we can run the train around its loop of track. So, bag number 1 and manual number 1, well, we don't have any instruction manuals because the set did not come with any, nor did it come with enough stickers, so we just made up our own stickers in this case, and printed off the front cover of each manual so we can refer to it just for today. It builds up this little way station, which I finally found the term for, as a little station that came with 60051, and this signal here with two aspects, green and red, which is normal in the UK signalling system to have green and red around you, but you can always switch them out for an amber signal, or have 2 greens, 2 reds, whatever you like. I mean, when I build layouts, I generally use just the standard signal they supply. And also these 2 passenger minifigures here as well. Then bags 2 and 3 with manual number 2 build up the driver and the electric power functions locomotive. So this was one of the very first power functions train sets to come out. So as usual, if you see here, we've got the train motor, which with the receiver is plugged into, let's disconnect the roof first, the blue port, as you can see there, and then you've got the battery compartment as usual. And normally with these trains you just have a button on them just to turn them on and all that, but for this train you would have to press down on this stick piece here to turn it on. And I like it also how, unlike the high-speed passenger train, you do not see any of the cabling. It's all hidden behind these black bricks, and the stickers there are just for the locomotive. There should be stickers on the back carriage, but unfortunately there aren't any. And with the high-speed passenger train, they're clear window pieces so you can easily see inside. But enough of that. Following that, you have manual number 3 and bag number 4. Well, all the other passenger train sets I own are 7-bag builds. This one is only a 6-bag build, so that bag on its own builds up the middle carriage in this case, which standardizes a German passenger train because German passenger trains are red, and it's a 6-seated arrangement rather than a 4-seated arrangement, unlike in the high-speed passenger train sets carriages. And it's a very well mirrored image as well, and they normally have side stickers on the bits underneath here and such on the other side, but unfortunately only one of those sets came along, so when we're building our layouts, whichever direction the train is going around the layout, we always have the stickers showing the direction on camera, not the other, so the side we see more often while the trains are running. And then bags 5 and 6 end up building the back carriage of the train, which is similar to this one except without the motorized components. And I did talk about fake motors at some point with the cargo train sets with Fitzherbert. This is what it should look like, so it almost looks like the motor if you consider the wheel configuration and these sort of intermediate pieces. I don't know what you call them, so let's take one off, one of those. If any of you know what the term is, let me know in the comments. But that is just disguising the fact it's not a motor. And it's not like the other passenger train set, but it is a 4-seated arrangement carriage instead, And of course you can just lift up the windscreen to put the driver in and yeah, send the train around in the end. So it's not connected to the red port of the receiver because that's for the yellow cargo train, because they came out at the same time. And we chose this train specifically because at the time we had 2 powered up trains and 3 power functions trains, 2 on the red port and 1 on the blue port. So I thought about getting another train that would run on the blue port receiver, so we chose this one. So overall, if this was a complete set, which obviously it isn't at the moment, I would give this set a 9 out of 10 because it's very useful and contains the characteristics of a German train, which Herbert and I and Arnold and Friedrich, who are from Austria, are used to. But because it's not being complete, it is unfortunately going to have to go down to an 8. But it is still a highly rated great train. And for younger fingers who are probably in their adult years now, I suppose you might still like this one. I mean, we do too, so that's one thing. Yeah, so going on to the track layout, this is the beginning of a new era. So it doesn't come with any straight tracks, which is a bit of an interesting thing. Instead, when Power Functions first began, it brought in for the first time flexible tracks, which are good to make sort of like emergency straights and curves and also to fill in gaps to prevent any derailments. And we found them very useful. So beforehand we bought flexible track packs so we could use them in the end. And it comes with an equal amount of curves, 16 as normal for a standard loop of track, and also 16 flexibles. So this bit here just fills up a length around 2 straights. So 4 flexible pieces can either make 1 straight piece or 1 curved piece. And what it gives you is roughly the piece of track, the sort of length. If you put all the flexible tracks together, you'll get a piece of track that's roughly the same length as 4. So very, very reliable. So that's why we chose to add this train as well, for more flexible tracks and everything as well. But yeah, it's a very good design. You start off easy and then gradually build up until you get this beautiful train here. And in our other channel, when we are working on building a local train map with Lego trains, of course, we will be removing the pantographs to turn this into a diesel train, because there are diesel trains near the mountainous region of Germany when Herbert and I spent our holidays as youngsters, and they are red in colour as well. So we can always just take off the pantographs, as you can see, and they have a diesel train and not an electric train anymore. So it's a simple way. Overall, it is a very nice train, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it on its track loop and send it for a few circuits and then show you what we can do with the passengers. So I will see you in a very short while. Okay, so the loop of track is all set up, and let's check our remote. We're using channel 2 in this video because channel 1 is for 60051 and 60052. And it's on the blue port of the receiver. So as you see, I've sent it the other way around because it goes very well with the signal when you're looking at the forward direction. So, advice if you've got this set like 10 years ago at least. I mean, it's a very useful one, and I think it's more for a town-to-town style activity rather than a intercity sort of thing, but we like it whatever it is. So I'm just gonna stop it once it gets to the way station, and there we're gonna put one of the passengers in. So I'm just gonna take off the roof. I also took a bit off the rest of the train as well, and we're using the female minifigure with the handbag. We didn't use that in the high-speed passenger train review because that was the guy with the bike. We're just going to put that in there because there might not be enough hand space for the other seat facing that direction. So, personally, we chose this one because of the diesel trains in Germany to be in our collection. And unfortunately, this is not new, as I said, it's second hand. But it's okay. It still runs perfectly. So, what would your honest review of this set be? Let me know in the comments. And the flexible pieces do play a really useful role in the LEGO train industry to help fill in any gaps on the railway if you run out, and also to fill in as emergency pieces. So if I had to rank all the different switch pieces in the straights and the curves and the flexibles, I'd put switches second, behind flexible pieces. Curves I'm afraid I have to put at the bottom because you get so many curves with the train set. I mean, you just can't stop using them. Like, we have over 100 in total now, including track packs. But you cannot get flexible tracks in a train set these days. I think you would generally find them in something else, but I'm just going to stop the train again and remove the minifigure. Put her back down on the platform again. So, overall, for younger hands it is a good starting material, so it is, once again, from ages 6 to 12, like so many other train sets. But this was the very first train set in our collection for me and Fitzherbert that is the same colour as another train we have. In this case, the heavy haul train that Arn reviewed recently. I tried to stop it many times, but it just wouldn't just now, but probably because of the batteries. But that's all we've got for today's video. So our next one is going to be of the yellow cargo train set 7939, which Fitzherbert's going to review. And I won't share any more spoilers about what's coming next. So hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. See you next time in Fratzenstadt.